This giant cancer recovery salad is exactly what you need after being diagnosed with cancer. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make it. Whether you've just been diagnosed, you're in treatment, or you're months into your cancer recovery, this salad is exactly what you need to help you reclaim your body after cancer. Your food makes a huge difference. But there's actually a secret. To actually stay cancer-free and feel like yourself again after cancer, you have to be really strategic about what foods you put into this salad. Almost every cancer survivor gets this wrong, but let me show you how it's done. I want you to build the foundation of your salad with leafy greens. This is something like spinach or a blend, like a spring mix, anything that's dark, leafy, and green. That's gonna be the base of this salad. We want lots of antioxidants from those greens. After cancer or cancer treatment, we know that you're low in antioxidants. This is a problem as a cancer survivor that you need to address ASAP. Having low levels of antioxidants means that first off, you're just more likely to be sick more often. But the second issue is actually hugely important. You're much more likely to have a cancer recurrence. Every day, we're exposed to things in our environment that actually cause free radicals in our bodies. These free radicals are what eventually lead to cancer-causing cells. But antioxidants actually neutralize these free radicals. If you're consuming more antioxidants, then they actually fight against these free radicals, neutralize them, and reduce your risk of a cancer recurrence. That's why building up your antioxidant stores after cancer is critical for long-term cancer remission. So let's start the base of your salad with dark leafy greens. The second thing we're gonna add in, and honestly, this is where most women go wrong when creating a cancer-fighting salad, is we're gonna add in chickpeas. Chickpeas are a great source of protein. The balance of protein to carbs to fat is incredibly important for cancer survivors. And this is actually where most cancer survivors go wrong. They don't eat enough protein. By adding in chickpeas, which are actually a great source of protein and are also veggie-based, we're changing the ratio of carbs to protein to fat. But we actually have to go a step further. Most cancer survivors don't go far enough in terms of adding in more protein. We can't just add in chickpeas and call it a day. We have to actually add in another protein source here. So we're gonna add in feta cheese. But there's something very specific about this particular feta cheese. It's still really high in protein, which is gonna give us an advantage there, but there's something else about it. There's been recent literature that has shown that full fat or higher fat dairy can actually increase your risk of a breast cancer recurrence. So we wanna select low fat dairy options. This could be something like 1% or 2%, whatever you're selecting, just make sure that it's lower fat options. This feta cheese is a great example. It's still really high in protein, but it's low in fat. So we're adding in more protein to this salad with the feta cheese. Now, this is a big mistake that most cancer survivors make when they're creating a cancer-fighting salad. They build the base with dark leafy greens, they add in more protein, and then they completely destroy their salad by doing this. High fat and high sugar salad dressing. We are actually going to avoid adding in salad dressing to this salad altogether. But don't worry, this salad is going to taste amazing, and I'm gonna show you exactly how. After cancer, many women struggle with low appetite or taste aversions. They find that things just don't taste the same. Maybe even water doesn't taste the same anymore. So to overcome these taste aversions, we're gonna use fresh herbs and lemon juice. This is actually gonna be a very pungent flavor, and it's actually gonna amp up the flavor and the freshness in this salad to overcome those taste aversions. A breast cancer survivor that I work with in the Cancer Freedom Program was really struggling with taste during and after chemo. There were so many broad flavors that really reminded her of getting her chemotherapy. For example, when her port was flushed, she'd often get this salty taste in the back of her mouth. Now, anything that tasted salty just completely turned her off. But it was actually more than that. She really struggled with any flavors. Everything just tasted muted and bland. So many of the foods that she loved before cancer, she just couldn't taste anymore. Now, they tasted like nothing. So here's what we did to overcome this. Fresh herbs. You need a punch of flavor, and fresh herbs are a great and natural way to do just that. The added benefit to using lemon and mint is that there's no sugar, no fat, and it's not gonna destroy the cancer-fighting properties of this salad. When combined with low-fat feta cheese, it tastes amazing. Plus, this is gonna support your cancer remission and cancer recovery. Now, shifting gears here slightly to actually target chemo brain or brain fog after cancer. If you have any chemo brain or brain fog after cancer, you are so not alone. Many women struggle with this, and we can actually start to correct it with your food. We need to increase the amount of flavonoids that you're eating through your nutrition. This is actually gonna support you cognitively and reduce the amount of chemo brain or brain fog you're experiencing. A great and easy way to add in more flavonoids is to add onions to this salad. Onions are actually rich in flavonoids, and they're gonna help you overcome that chemo brain. Now, looking at this salad, it's actually starting to look really yummy and coming together nicely. But we actually need to up the amount of fiber in this salad. In North America, we don't need enough fiber in our nutrition to actually lower our risk of cancer recurrence. We wanna look to cultures that actually eat higher amounts of fiber because they have lower cancer rates. And we want that too. I want that for you. So in order to do that, we need to bump up the fiber in this salad, and there's a simple way to do just that. In this salad and your food in general, we need to add more veggies. It sounds so easy, right? But it's actually tricky to do. So I'm gonna give you a simple start to executing this right away. In this salad, I'm gonna add chopped up broccoli and chopped up cucumbers. Broccoli is actually a great source of fiber, but it's also really high in antioxidants. But we're gonna add in more broccoli to give us more fiber. This is really the easiest way to up the fiber in your diet. Some cancer survivors feel like they need to turn to supplements or include bran flakes or bran buds. But the easiest way to do this is actually just eat more veggies. Plus, you're gonna get all the other benefits from those veggies, like the micronutrients and antioxidants. In my house, there's always a minimum of 2 veggies at every single meal. This is the easiest way to bump up your fiber and your veggies. Include a salad and green beans, or on your tacos, put coleslaw and peppers. Just really start by bumping up the veggies. Okay, but a couple of more key ingredients here that I'm gonna add in that you don't wanna miss. The next thing I'm adding into this salad is actually very strategic, but you don't wanna miss it. I'm chopping up and adding in almonds. Typically, we wanna add into our salad some kind of nut for extra crunch or extra flavor. Having that surprising crunch definitely makes your salad more tasty. But we wanna be strategic about what we add in because not all nuts are the same for cancer survivors. But almonds are actually a fantastic option. They add in that much needed crunch, they have protein and fiber. But don't overdo it here. Many women make the mistake of just adding in way too many nuts to their salads. We wanna keep those ratios right. Changing the balance of protein to carbs in this salad is what's really going to support your cancer recovery, lessen your exhaustion, and support you to lose weight even when you're in forced menopause. It will also help with that joint pain that often comes from long-term cancer treatment with drugs like anastrozole, letrozole, exemestane, or tamoxifen. So we added in the almonds, but there's actually another thing that we have to add in that's super important and gonna tie this all together. We're actually gonna add in quinoa. Quinoa is great because, again, it's really high in protein. When I was going through cancer treatment, I actually really struggled to get my protein in. I knew it was important for my recovery, but I was just really struggling. When we're sick or not feeling like ourselves, we don't often seek out things like chicken breast or steak as comfort food. Obviously, those are high in protein, but it's just not what you're looking for. Instead, we look for foods like crackers or toast, things that are actually really high in carbohydrates. So we have to be really strategic if we want to get our protein in. I found that quinoa was actually a really great option for me. We're gonna mix it in here, and it's really gonna pull this entire salad together. Now I'm gonna finish the salad with just a splash of olive oil, not very much. Again, this is what most women typically get wrong with a cancer-fighting salad is too much oil. Add a bit of salt and pepper just to taste. This looks delicious, and it's a staple for cancer recovery. This is pretty easy, and the best part is that your entire family is gonna love this. My kids actually ask me to make this salad over and over again because they actually love it as much as I do. But making a salad is actually only one small part of your cancer recovery. I'm sure you knew that. So if you're really serious about recovering from cancer and lowering your risk of recurrence, then you need to watch this next video. Here you'll learn about what foods to avoid avoid after cancer. That's exactly why I'm linking up this next video for you here on foods that fuel cancer. I'll see you in the next video.